How do you want people to feel when they arrive on your website? Have you given it much thought? Or maybe you have an existing site and you're thinking, it's not really working for some reason. Like it's okay, but I don't feel like people are feeling it. Like they're not really into it or they're not feeling that they're in the right place. Well, how people feel when they arrive on your website is something very important. So I've got some ideas and some suggestions for you. So stick around and we'll talk about it. Hi, I'm Mari Pfeiffer, writer and website designer, and I work with coaches and consultants and other professional services providers like financial advisors and lawyers, and I help them create beautiful and very effective websites that enable them to attract more people that they really want to work with, connect with those people, and convert even casual visitors into loyal clients. So if this is your first time here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to see you. And if you are a regular viewer or subscriber, well, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. So how you want people to feel on your website. I think this is really important because it is a big factor in a visitor's decision to stay on your website or just to bounce. So maybe in the process of designing or putting your website together, you thought, I really want them to feel like they're in the right place. I want to create something that suits their style, that suits mine, that suits the way they feel, the way they want to be treated, as if they were just walking into my office or my storefront or wherever it is, if you have an office, right? But creating that website that is like that can be a little bit tricky because you might get too stuck on the visuals. Like you might say, I want it to be welcoming, like a local coffee shop, or I want it to be kind of corporate because I'm a lawyer running a law firm or a small law firm, or I'm a financial advisor and, I talk about numbers here and I want people to think this is a very serious place of business. Well, I think before you determine how you want your website to look, it's really important to look at who the site is for. Now, the site, of course, is about your business, it's about you, but it's intended to be used by your ideal clients. And so you have to really build it and design it for them. So with that in mind, I think the most important thing that you need to do is really be very clear in your mind about who your ideal client is. And I think one of the simplest ways of determining that is knowing what their problems are, what their problem is or what their problems are, or knowing what their current troubling situation is, or knowing what their biggest, most pressing question is. And when you have the answers to those questions, when you have the solutions to those problems, when you have something that helps them get out of that troubling situation, then you really know your ideal client. And then when you know that, in addition to knowing what they're most afraid of or what worries them, then you're really able to create a very succinct and powerful marketing message. And this is the message that goes at the very top of your home page, and then you reiterate it several times over throughout your website on your other pages. And it will go something like this. You'll state who you are, what you do, the people you serve, those are your ideal clients who you now know, right? And the greatest results that you achieve for them. Those are the solutions to their problems. And when you have that on your website, you've already created a very powerful way of keeping people on it. They'll feel instantly that they're in the right place. See, we're talking about feeling, right? And after that, you'll want to have a very brief explanation, like a 3 to 4 step process of how you work, because a lot of professional services providers have trouble explaining to people how they work or how they do what they do. So if you can break it down into 3-4 steps max, that's very succinct, that says basically you start here, then we do this, then we do this, and then we accomplish this, then I think you've really added to that layer of helping people believe and feel like they're in the right place. And then, of course, you want important things like introducing yourself and talking about your experience and why you care so much about these people and helping them. It really makes you very approachable, and it really boosts your know, like, and trust factors, which are very important, I think, because that ultimately is what makes people decide whether to hire you. If they feel like they know you, they like you, they can work with you, you've got the experience that they're looking for to solve their problems, the battle is almost won. And then, of course, on every page, you want to have a really nice call to action. One that says, look, if you really need help with such and such problem or getting out of the situation, or you really need these these questions answered, call me. Let's talk. No pressure. You don't have to buy anything from me. Just contact me. And when you put that all together, you see you've got content that really speaks very authentically to your intended audience, to your ideal clients. And then once that's all put together, then you can create a website that's beautiful, that has wonderful fonts and colors and images that really help people further connect with you and your business on, I would say, a deeper level, right? But I don't think you should start with the visuals first. I think you really need to start with the content, with who your clients are and their biggest problems and how you can help them, because that's essentially why you're in business, right? So when you have that, then you can put the whole site together, make it drop dead gorgeous, and it will just work. And I think in the end, when you have a site that is really built for your intended audience, for your ideal clients, and it's beautiful and it really fits both of your aesthetics, then I think the mission of the site becomes all the clearer. It becomes easier for you to market yourself and your business, and it becomes, I think, that more effective at helping you attract the people you most want to work with and really connecting with them and eventually converting them into loyal clients. Okay? So really think about your clients first, how they feel, who they are, what their problems are, and then you'll be able to put together a website that really works for them and makes them feel like they've landed in the right place. All right, well, I hope that this has been helpful to you. Thanks as always for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon again in my next video.